I'm Tim Flach, I'm an animal photographer, but I don't really see myself as so interested in documenting an animal's habitat, but more questions around the meaning of the animals to us. Birds just present such an array of colours, such different morphologies. I just wanted to explore the wonderment and beauty of birds. We start this journey with the flightless birds. The emu, the ostrich, the kiwi, and a cassowary from Australia, the most dangerous of all birds. Not that they go out hunting humans, but they do have a very long claw and this helmeted top, which really reminds you of a dinosaur. I found it fascinating to understand better how, in a sense, evolutionary, they had adapted to their various jobs. There was a starling from Bali, a starling from Africa. They had the same type of beak, they had the same morphology. And the horned screamer, which has got this feather that looks a bit like a unicorn coming out of the top. Mine had a curl going that way, but some of them literally are like unicorn. Those are kind of surprises. You think, why are some of these birds so colourful and extreme in their plumage? For example, with the birds of paradise, why are the male birds so extreme? If there aren't many predators, then you get a situation where it doesn't even matter if it affects their flight. They'll have extreme long feathers and crazy things, and I just found that extraordinary. And yet there are other birds where obviously there's more pressure for food. Birds like the ground fowl, where they may colour up for a while, but it's dangerous in terms of being predated upon to stay that colourful for too long. For me in the book, there are certain, you might say, standout images, or images that just seem to do something that I find interesting. It's not always because they're an extraordinary bird. I mean, there's a blue-tip portrait, just so, what you see in a bird table, but it's looking straight at you. I had to build specialised aviaries where, if need be, I could obscure the camera and myself from the bird. I also had a turntable. I could rotate them around to the position. They'd go beep and go back around the other day. They didn't seem to mind. In fact, some of the birds actually possibly liked being on the perch when it was moving around. Another character that for me works so well is the Peruvian Inca tern. They have these handlebar moustaches. Apparently, it's an indication of how healthy and virile the bird is. Then there are penguins. Of course, for them, swimming is a bit like for most birds flying. It's their natural element. They're moving through the water like torpedoes at 22 miles an hour. That's the fastest of any diving bird. That would get me a ticket outside my studio on the road. Darwin was obsessed by pigeons, and so it's a natural, in a sense, to finish with the poultry. There's the Jacobeans with the hooded things like the Jacobean monk's hat, and then there are ones called the booted bantams where the feathers are on the feet. All these crazy guys. And of course, I suppose Darwin looked at that and thought, if we've shaped them, then what else is going on? And I guess it wasn't just Wallace chasing him, it was this as well that kind of was a catalyst. What I want to do is grab people's attention and make them think about the wonderment, the beauty, the character, and maybe their stories. So I think that there's a role in an anthropomorphic approach, like an attention grabber, where it creates that initial engagement. We became who we are because of this biodiversity, and if you took that away, I think we would be lesser. In a sense, I'm celebrating this extraordinary wonderment out there.